Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy aDudemanbro, and I hope you all having a fantastic day. Sunday, the second video. If you haven't seen the last video, it is the subscriber giveaway, 1K giveaway. Check that out. Leave a comment of what stock you want me to pick. It's where you guys pick the stock, and I just put my own money in, and at the end of the year, I give it away to 2 lucky subs. Anyway, this is my next week's picks that I'm going to be looking at. There's quite a few, so I'm going to jump into them really quick here, but I want to say thank you so much for joining along in this video. Thank you for the likes and the comments that everyone's been leaving. If you find any of this useful, or if you like any of these stocks, please go ahead and hit that like button. Think about subscribing. You can always unsubscribe later, I promise you that. But anyway, let's jump into this video here. Let's bring up Webull. The first two I want to talk about are two that I've talked about in the past. I'm not going to cover it too much. That is Mara and Riot. They're Bitcoin related, and we have Bitcoin that's pushing 14,000. I think where these two are right now, they're a complete steal. I think Mara should be way above $3 and Riot should be $4. I think that we're going to start seeing some major pushing going on with these stocks. There's a lot more people who are getting on the Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency type of train, and I think that that's going to push these two super high. So check those out. I think that they are going to be showing some good numbers next week. The first new one I want to talk about is one that I haven't talked about in a while actually, and it's UAVS. This stock, I've had a love-hate relationship with it. A few times a month, and actually a few times a year, this stock gets rumored that Amazon is the partner with the drone work basically. It goes up to $3 to $4 sometimes, and it drops right back down because NDA with whatever company that they're using. But this is a good one to get in and out, I swear. I've made a good amount of money off this one whenever it pushes up. A few other things we got going on is I think that they have earnings coming up, actually, November 12th. And they left a couple things off the books last time. So I think this earnings is going to be a lot better. But then there's also going to be a lot of volume coming up on this one, I believe, too. So keep an eye out on this one. This one could be shooting up. Be careful because there might be a few people that are pumping this stock. So definitely pick your entry and your exits and be very careful because they could be super volatile. So next one I want to talk about is BLU. And this is a stock that I've talked about in the past, and it is one that I can bring up an article actually. So BLU, the CEO just keeps on buying and buying and buying. This one's from October 23rd, so I mean it is a while ago, but I brought it up when it happened. 7.2% they've increased. The CEO has increased his position. He's bought 390,000 Canadian, and he just keeps on buying and buying. How much has been beaten down? This one has a huge gap to fill. If you look at it in July of this same year, it was trading at about 12 bucks, and right now it's in at a little bit under $2.35. I see that this one has a huge gap to fill, and we might still see it decline a little bit more, but I'm going to be starting to start a position in this for sure. I think I said it in my last videos. I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet because it just kept on dropping a little bit, but I see very high probability of this one shooting up here very soon, and I could see it going up $4 to $5, so 2x your money if you get into it. So just keep an eye on that one. Another one I want to talk about that I've talked about in the past I haven't talked about in a little while is ADMP. This one has a PDUFA coming up November 15th. There's actually been a leak. Search on Google, you can find that leak that they basically have been approved, their new PDUFA of their drug. And on top of that, they also have earnings coming out the 10th of November. So if this one starts to see some volume and pick up, I think that it can go huge. If I can just bring up those two articles. Yep, November 10th is going to be their earnings, and the PDUFA is November 15th. Also, I kind of want to just touch on a little bit. Zach's investment also has taken it off of a strong sell to a hold, and there's a few other companies that actually are a few other analysts that have taken it from hold to buys with a $1.50 price target. I say in my other videos, you can't take that 100% because some analysts shoot for the sky. They end up going to Mars, basically. So you can't take that 100%, but I do see this one pushing 80 to $1 with enough volume, things have been crazy happening lately that I could see it even pushing above that. So I'm going to be checking out the volume on this one and seeing what happens with this one. The next two are two that I've talked about in my last video, is DGLY and CETX. These are two plays that have to do with kind of the riots that are going on right now. They deal with surveillance and drone type of body cam type of things. There was an article that was just released that federal agents are going to have to start wearing body cams with all the riots going on and keep on, and up even more. I see that these ones are going to be strong holds through the election. So I'm going to be adding to my position. I think these two are very solid. I think they should be a lot higher than where they're at right now, especially DGLY. It took a little bit of a hit on Friday, but I believe that's just people who don't want to hold throughout the weekend. They're kind of, with the volatility of the market right now, not a lot of people want to even hold until the end of the day. So I think that has a lot to do with it. CETX is another one. This one, I believe it has an algorithm on it. I think it's being traded for pennies by, bots that just keep on flipping stocks a day, making a couple pennies here and there. So I think that's why it hasn't really went off, but it's definitely, if we scroll in a little bit further, I see consolidation going on for sure. One big push on this one could be shooting $1.20, $1.30, no problem, which would be a decent amount of profit right there. So check those ones out. The last few I want to talk about are non-penny stock related. So this is basically where the penny stocks stop. But before I say all that, I do want to put a disclaimer out there. I'm not a financial advisor. These are what I'm looking at for next week. Please know your entry and your exit points before you go into these trades, especially how volatile the market has been. I have definitely been pulling back my percentages that I'm willing to lose, and actually I've been taking profits a lot sooner than what I would normally do. With the election and the uncertainty going on, I think that we're going to see a really rocky road ahead of us. So definitely take your profits going up and try to lower the amount of trades you are doing a day or week. That's going to be definitely a lot less volatile, and you'll be able to minus the risk as much as you possibly can. But anyway, that's the rant. This one I want to talk about is VHC. And this is a stock that still has a lawsuit with Apple. This is the actual, I think, second or third verdict that they've released about it. The last one that was released, the company VHC actually gave dividends to all of its stockholders. And this one was just released on Friday after market at 7:51 p.m. So I don't think that the market has really taken this into consideration yet. But they won a $502 million lawsuit. And that is a huge amount. And if they do what they did last time with dividends, I could easily see this one going up on volume alone. After market, we were up at the actual $6 mark. It's went above that. It's went 7+. I can see this one being an easy day trade or swing trade, being basically $1 profit on this one pretty easily, I think. So I'm very, very bullish on this one. I might be taking a position at 4 a.m., early morning, but you have to watch out for those ones. Like I said, when you get in that early, sometimes you're getting way, way too high of a price and they might sell off early in the morning, especially, like I said, the futures are positive for a lot of things, but oil is really, really down, so we might see all the oil stocks start to take a crap tomorrow and next week. But I definitely see $1 a share price that you can easily make on a scalp on this one, so check that one out. Next one I want to talk about is one that I've never talked about, and it is an index stock, and it goes off of the S&P 500 VIX short-term volatility. The more volatility in the market, the higher that this stock's going to basically go up. I really want to point out, at the end of the day on Friday, we had one of the worst days that we've seen since March. And if we go back to March, this was sitting at $135. That's $100 per stock profit there. If we keep on seeing volatility in the market, I can easily see this one doubling or at least going 50-60%. The market's so crazy right now, though. Don't quote me on that 100%. And this is definitely more of a risky play So if you're a new investor and you are not very comfortable with these type of plays, I would stay away from them because it could really bite you in the butt. But I can easily see this as a $5 to $6 week swing trade, and you can make a pretty decent amount off of that. Definitely with the volatility and the election coming up, I see this one going crazy. So the last three I want to talk about, they're very popular and big companies that are not penny stocks: Microsoft, AMD, and Nvidia. These three companies, I just want to point out, Microsoft was under $200. Keep an eye out on this one because especially right now too, before the elections, I want to say in the bottom of my heart that I think that the volatility right now is factoring in the fact that maybe whatever candidate wins or loses that's what the market's going to be. If you look at the trends of who the presidents were in the last past, there's been no real volatility based off of who the president of the United States has become. We're in a crazy time right now. We also have a pandemic going on, so that can't be 100% all the time, but I'm going to be looking at adding to my long-term positions. I think I said it in a few different videos. I'm not just a penny stock guy. I do trade blue chip stocks. I don't just trade penny stocks. I do have a long-term portfolio. I like these three a lot, especially Microsoft under $200. I think is a major awesome purchase. AMD at $75. I think is a huge awesome buy. You know, it hit $94 at its highest, and AMD has been killing it. All the earnings that they have been doing, people have been buying PCs, building PCs. They're all-time highs of their revenue. Same with Nvidia. I think anything under $500 for Nvidia stock, I think it's an awesome purchase. You know, same thing as AMD. People have been buying PCs like crazy. Graphics cards are crazy price. I'm going to be looking at this, definitely adding a lot to this. If this shoots way under $500, I'm going to be holding this one. This is going to be a long-term stock, not a quick flip. You could though too at the same time if the volatility keeps on going crazy. A lot of other companies out there though too that are awesome discounted right now. I wanted to put Facebook on there too. It's kind of one of those stocks that I don't really want to touch right now, you know, especially with the lawsuits and the craziness with how they are going about filtering everything that is on their platform. They might go down a lot more and you can pick them up for really cheap. So, but anyway, that's the video. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you want to leave in the comments below what you all are watching for next week, I would love to see. Thank you so much for making it throughout the whole video. Please, you know, smash that like button, hit that sub button if you enjoy any of this. If you want to follow me on any of my social media, I have my Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon in the description of the video. I also have my referral links for Robinhood and Webull if you would like to check out any of those platforms. With Webull, if you want to sign up using my link and deposit $100 within the first 30 days, you'll get a free stock in SolAI. With Robinhood, if you just sign up using my link, you'll get a free stock in SolAI also. And those go to really help out the channel. You know, they go to upgrading my equipment and some training stuff and software that I might need to play around with and make these videos better for you guys. Anything helps, and I really appreciate it. I couldn't be doing this without all you, and I feel very grateful about this whole situation. I could not be any happier, honestly. We've been growing as a community, and I just want to see us all happy together. So anyway, that's the video. I hope you all enjoyed. You guys stay classy, and let's kill it next week. Peace out, yo.